off of you, huh?
Yippies.
Morning, everyone. It's Valerie, otherwise known as Chick Picker.
Picker.
Woo-hoo! Good morning. It's what day is today?
Thursday.
Thursday. The 20. I cannot believe it's almost May.
I know.
Mm-hmm. Mother doesn't tell me that.
I say that every
Every
year.
It feels
Every
like
month.
it was just Christmas.
I cannot believe it's February. I cannot believe it's March.
It feels like it was just Christmas, though.
Hush your mouth.
Yeah. It totally does.
The
I
4th
don't know.
month of the year. That's nuts to me.
Yeah.
Why am I not? Is anybody in chat? I don't see anybody in chat.
See anybody in the chat.
I'm getting there.
I haven't got chat up yet.
That's why I'm watching. Well, that
Working
would
on
be
it.
on the channel.
Working on it.
Huh.
Come on.
2 thumbs up. We should have 5 thumbs up, or at least 4.
You'd think.
Morning, Cindy.
You think everybody's thumbs was broken.
Wow. Come on, Todd.
Morning, Todd.
Thumbs up. Hi.
Thanks for keeping my ant traps.
What's wrong?
With what?
I don't know why you so. I think you'd be pretty chipper this morning.
Thanks for keeping my ant traps.
I am pretty chipper.
Well, that's good.
My chipper self. No. Shut up. No.
Oh. Well, alrighty then.
Does anybody have
He wore himself
Sadie's
out yesterday.
What?
Does anybody have Mr. Sadie's address?
No, but did you get his message?
No.
Apparently, you didn't get the message in the chat.
What message and what chat?
Send it to him. Put it in our side chat so he can. Todd doesn't read our chat anymore.
I know.
What?
Hang on.
Grandpa Tom is at a wedding today.
I'm writing you a message in the side chat.
Okay.
Morning, Karen. Nitty gritty picker.
Hi, Karen, Cindy, and Nitty. What's Nitty Gritty Picker's real name?
Not sure.
Nitty?
Gritty?
What?
Picker?
I doubt it.
Yeah, that's what Tom was saying. He's never heard of such a thing. But I think that's where he is.
We're doing it more now because it's cheaper.
It is a lot cheaper to get married on a weekday. A lot cheaper. So
there you go, Todd.
And we all saw the message. So she's not.
It's in the chat.
Yeah, it's in the chat.
The actual message that he sent to me, which was.
So then I need that address.
Okay.
Seriously?
I think you have it already, but that's okay. I'll put it in there.
I don't keep up with stuff like that.
Oh, you're all in my phone. I have your number saved in my phone now, Todd.
Yeah, but I'm so old I could drop my phone and lose it, and somebody would have all of y'all's private information, so I don't do that. I just forget to ask you.
You have my number because you texted me.
Morning, Hank.
That's because you forced me to with your little sassiness and your.
I know. I have mine thumbprint, so nobody can even get into my phone unless they have my thumbprint.
Oh wow!
So,
so they have to kill you and then just put your thumb.
And then cut your thumb off.
Yeah.
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 Nobody needs 9 thumbs. They can get in my phone just fine.
Well,
so So if you're wondering what happened with that, Mr. Sadie won the amount that the auction was going to go to yesterday on Todd's auction for his watch, the diver's watch. And when Mr. Sadie found out that he won, he actually said to send the necklace to me,
Isn't that nice?
which was
sweet.
very sweet.
He is very sweet. And
Very
he said
nice.
it's because of all the work that Valerie does with the challenges and
Mm.
the shows and stuff like that, that he really appreciates it. So
That's
Yep.
very sweet.
very sweet.
I did not expect that. So, but yeah.
Well, you know, there's a lot of other YouTubers that if they would have done the challenge for this long, they probably would have
Oh yeah.
taken a cut of the prize for whoever wins a challenge. They probably would have taken a cut of that for themselves, you know.
Yeah, the way they're going now, yeah, they would have.
Yeah.
Speaking of which, did anybody win the challenge yesterday? Any points?
Nobody won yesterday.
Ooh.
I think there was 10 people in the challenge. So that was $20 that will go into Sundays.
Cool.
Very cool.
So build it up a little bit. So yeah.
Cool.
What's Tom doing here?
Huh?
Who?
Tom.
He's not here.
Oh,
Yes, Jill.
He is.
There.
What the hell are you
He
doing?
just
Oh,
snuck
good.
in.
Tom, I thought you had a wedding. Did it get canceled?
Is he muted or something?
Tom?
I'm not leaving until 2 o'clock this afternoon.
Oh.
Oh.
Oh, good to see ya.
And I was watching another morning show and fell asleep.
Oh.
You guys were on your way yesterday.
Well, I'm glad you
I got
popped in.
Morning, Kathy.
Morning. There we go.
Morning, Kathy.
Hey, there's Deb's box 10 she's inheriting.
Well, I know, right? I was coming to get my money. I was going to say, hey, money bag, go. When am I going on my cruise with Todd? I'm ready to go.
Oh, well. Hey,
Morning, Valerie.
you have the gay dolphin shirt on.
Yeah, I do. I see. It's nice and comfy.
What kind of a shirt is it?
It says I got lost in the gay dolphin.
What the hell's with the hair?
Oh.
I know, it looks so nice yesterday.
Well, I'm not. What'd you do?
Okay, the Gay Dolphin is a gift shop in Myrtle Beach, South Carolina. Okay, it's been there since the 60s, and they probably still have some of the merchandise on the shelves that they opened with in the 60s.
Oh
I
my
mean,
gosh.
it's like that was the merchandise that was delivered in the 60s when it was open.
Well, I hope so, because it's vintage now, so I'll be buying that.
They buy it up left and right.
And the hair, I made my run to deliver everybody to school. Came in, sat down, and ate some breakfast, and was listening to a morning show and dozed off. And I didn't have time to get a shower and do my hair.
Get your hair all hallelujah up.
Yeah, it's not the mood this morning. I'm not
That's
looking
a
for.
different hallelujah.
You look beautiful, Tom.
Yeah.
You look handsome.
Thank you, Valerie. I appreciate that.
I was just wondering what happened to the poofiness.
Kathy's like, what the hell is that?
Yeah,
You didn't see your hair yesterday, I don't think.
you got some volume.
It's all standing up all way, all over.
That's okay.
You know what? But be happy you still have your hair.
Yeah.
It's getting kind of thin on the
It's
top,
true.
though.
So women would pay for that volume.
Yeah.
Mhm.
There you do.
Hey, Nikki.
Looks good, Tom.
Hi,
Hi.
Nikki.
Thank you,
You
Nikki.
put it looking like a lot puffier.
Thank you, Nikki. I appreciate that, but you know, you go to the bad place for telling lies. It looks sterile.
He does have a great head of hair, Karen, don't he?
Yeah.
It just wasn't as puffy as it wasn't as hallelujah this morning as it normally is.
That's because I haven't did my hair.
You didn't see it yesterday?
You what?
I asked Kathy if she saw your hair yesterday.
No, I was inside that storage unit about damn near passed out. I was laying on the floor.
You gotta just get on yesterday's show just to see it. I mean, it was slicked back. It was
Oh. We missed him. We watched the replay last night. We missed him on there then. Huh. Yeah, 'cause we watched the replay and everything last night. And no, I missed it. I'm so used to it being so full and happy. I guess today it's not Pentecostal hallelujah hair. It's the lazy Christian hallelujah hair.
I haven't had a bath.
Slick down.
I closed this morning, broke the school.
I have to go back and check that out.
I'm not to that point in my life today.
That's okay.
Totally understand.
That's okay.
Tom's got Baptist hair.
Yeah,
Baptist hair.
Baptist hair.
There you go. There you go. That's a good name for it right there.
Is it Southern Baptist or?
Yeah.
Southern Baptist. You don't drink, smoke, or dance.
That's right. That's a Southern Baptist.
And you don't have sex. You don't have sex standing up because somebody might think you're dancing.
That's right. That's a Southern Baptist.
He's completely true.
We have two different types of Baptists down here. You have a Southern Baptist and you have the traditional Baptist.
Yep, that's what we have here.
And it's insane. It's like, what the? Can't you all just be damn Baptist?
And then then you have we make up the rules as we go along Baptist.
Oh yeah, they're very few
Yeah.
in between.
Oh Lord. In the chat to see if because I've got some new subscribers that they're interested in reselling, and I told them if they were on this morning to stop in and to your show.
Oh, cool.
Nice of you.
Thank you.
That's cool.
You're such a sweetie. I don't care what Todd says about you.
Does that mean we have to behave?
I promote my peeps. No, I told them I said it jumps the track every once in a while, but just hang on, it'll right itself.
Well, and if they have any questions,
Yeah.
sometimes we have no clue what to talk about, so they can ask questions.
Oh, we always find something to talk about.
I mean, as far as reselling goes.
Well, that's true. Then we just start talking about poop or whatever.
Boobs, poop.
Yep.
Penises drawn on floors.
Yeah.
Oh man, there's so many topics.
Extra toys.
So much to talk about.
Bridget, I've got 123 items in the box with labels ready to go to Amazon.
Good.
Great.
That's what I was doing
Nice.
last night.
Wow.
Good job.
Look at you go, Tom.
Nice.
Guess what? One of them's going to the west side of Charlotte and I can't just drop it off. I have to ship it to them.
Yeah.
Yep.
Wait.
Well, they won't let you just drop it off?
Hold on, Todd.
No.
I suppose they have a system.
Tom.
Ma'am,
What are you using to scan in?
what do you mean? What am I using to scan in?
What program are you using to scan
I'm just
in?
using the Amazon thing right now.
Okay.
Why?
Because once you close out your order, the destination will change usually, or might change. Like all of them might go to the same location, or they might split them up into 2 separate locations or 3. So once you close everything out, then you'll know the specific locations.
Right.
Once I get the hang of this, I think I'm gonna go to that system that you use.
I can't get the hang of the Amazon one.
No, I'm talking about the one that you paid for.
Oh, Inventory Lab. Yeah, that's the only one I use.
And
easier for me.
If they have a referral link, I'll get it from you.
Okay, I don't know if they do, but okay.
They don't. They should. They're ripping you off.
But yeah, that's, you know what? It's where I learned. It's the program I learned on how to scan things in, and so it's easier for me. And I tried the Amazon one, and I just can't get used to it. So
just couldn't do it, huh?
It's, you know, I mean, when you learn on one, then it's
yeah, absolutely.
And Roberta's up in Marion, North Carolina, and she had to go by Walmart with her mother to get something last night. She said, "Anything you want me to see if they've got while I'm up here?" She texted me that, and I said, "Good girl."
I'm sure she just loved that. Good girl.
Well, she knows what I meant. She, I'm like, thanks for thinking about
it. That's awesome.
So you're just sending like new stuff that you arbitrage into Amazon?
Yeah. Some stuff I got off of BrickSeek and or found through BrickSeek, and some things I live close, very, very close to the shopping district of Southeast Charlotte or South Charlotte. So I have at least one of every store down here.
That's good.
My Walmart and Walgreens never have anything usually.
Oh, thank you for thinking of saying Walgreens. I got to stop by and pick up a prescription.
Oh my God.
Better put that on your list.
Where's my executive producer at today?
What's that?
Where's my executive producer at today? She's not been on any more than I have, I don't think, recently. Yeah.
No. She's kind of been MIA.
I think she had some things she had to do this morning.
Their washing machine broke, so her and her mom were going to do laundry.
Oh
yeah.
And
Karen's saying, Bridget, I've always used the Amazon system to scan in items. Is Inventory Lab easier?
I find it easier because, like I said, that's where I learned.
I use the Amazon system, and I tried the Inventory Lab, and it was much easier, but it didn't work with my printer.
See, mine works with my Dymo. The reason why I like Inventory Lab is because as soon as I put the item in and I add it to my batch, it prints out a sticker. So on the item,
so much easier.
Yeah. So for me, it's a lot easier. I didn't like the Amazon one. I just didn't like it.
No, because at the end, I print out sheets of labels, and then I have to match up the labels with through the stuff and find it and match up the labels. But if it had worked with my printer, I would have absolutely done it, but it didn't.
Bridget, what Dymo do you use?
I have the 4XL, but it'll work with any Dymo.
Well, I know that, but if it works for that, what if it?
I have the 4XL, and then I got I'd have to send you I think they're 1.5 by stickers. They're 2 1/4 by 1 1/4 stickers.
Okay, the 1 3/4 by. They're not the 1 by 2 5/8. One.
No, they're 2 1/4 by 1 1/4.
It's always about size, isn't it? With you women.
Size does matter, guys.
It does matter. That's right.
Okay, I feel it getting wobbly on the track. Bridget, you said that when you put an item in, it prints out immediately, prints out the label. If you say you've got 10 of a certain thing, does it print out like 10 labels at one time?
Yep.
Cool.
Wow.
Yeah.
Mm.
Print out all
That sounds really, really, really good. I mean,
It's
because I know when I did it, I had to, print the labels out, just run the regular. I think I just had the regular printer.
Yeah.
And and that was, it wasn't hard, but I mean, doing that process seems a lot easier.
When you do it on the site, you have to go through the whole process for each thing. So you enter it, you enter your information, then it takes you to the next step. You have to do their little hazardous materials thing, which is stupid. And then it takes you to the next, and then you have to add it to the. It's like a process. And Inventory Lab, it was like click it, done. It was really easy.
Inventory Lab, you scan the item, it'll pop up a list, or it'll just, if there's like more than one of those items on the list, then you could choose which one you want. Or it'll just pop up that item if that's the only one on there. It'll tell you the rank. It'll tell
Nikki, your sounds up a bit.
Huh?
I said, Nikki, your sounds up a bit.
It'll tell you, you put in how much you paid for it. You can put in how much you paid for it, where you got it, so you can keep track of that. It'll tell you what your price was, what your fees are going to be, and what your profit's going to be.
Yeah, really, really.
You put in the amount you have, you click add to batch, and out comes all the stickers. You stick them on the item, and you put them in a box. And then what I do is at the end, when I close out my batch, if it goes in 2 separate boxes, then I separate the items and,
Right.
So very easy, very easy.
Yeah.
I think
knowing about it before, I would have bought the Dymo instead of the printer that I have.
Well, get on some of that money you've got, Maggie, and go send Mike out to get your 4XL.
Oh, yeah, I'm just rolling in it.
But yeah, these are the labels I use right here.
Oh, okay. Oh, okay.
On a roll. I get them from Amazon.
Maggie, you can't take it with you. Your kids are just going to spend it, so you might as well spend it on yourself to make your life easier.
Yep, it's true.
I just bought my Rollo printer, and I love it actually, but
your what printer?
It's a Rollo. R-O.
I heard those were really good.
Yeah.
I can't believe that you can't use that with.
No, I can't believe it either. Gosh, my hair looks awful. I just saw myself on YouTube.
Yeah, Amanda, that's like.
We're not worried about hair tonight. We can't
You're
look
always
fabulous.
so cute, Maggie.
Maggie, we can't look fabulous for this group all the time. They're just gonna have to take us when we're not on our best day.
I think Maggie's adorable.
She's always so put together when she sits down in front of
Maggie. Maggie looks like a Maggie.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So classy.
Yes, that is definitely the name for you.
Oh, okay.
I don't know why, but you know how some people
did when I was a kid, but I like it now.
I don't think any of us liked our names as a kid.
I never minded my name.
I was just gonna say, except for probably Nikki.
Yeah, I never minded my name.
I don't know.
Or Nikki. I didn't mind it.
I never minded my name. There was just so many damn Tommies when I was coming up through school because that was a real popular name.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
It's like my son. His name is John, and I mean, come on. How popular, how much more original can you get?
I had a unique last name, which I liked because everybody knew who we were. Yeah, they're Willow. Willow. What the hell are you doing?
That's why I wanted my daughter's name to be something different. So, because his was so unique, same.
Was he Johnny when he was little?
JR, because he was a junior, so we always I still call him JR. Yeah.
Well,
the only problem I ever had with my name was when anybody calls me Nicole, it's weird. Because everybody has always called me Nikki.
Mm-hmm.
I call you Nicole quite often.
Only when she gets in
I'm
trouble.
trying to
It just sounds sometimes it just sounds weird to me because I'm not used to it. you know.
Oh, it's supposed to sound like you're in trouble now, Misty.
Yeah.
Yeah. Nicole Elaine?
When
Yeah.
somebody
I
calls
know
her,
I'm in trouble when Valerie says, Nicole.
when somebody calls,
that's when she
she
disappears.
immediately starts looking for her wallet to pull her driver's license.
But then I have an uncle who my uncle who's a dingling. He only calls me Nicole. He's never called me Nikki.
Well, Nicole's a pretty name.
Mm-hmm.
And then my auctioneer, he calls me Nick.
Nick.
Most of the time, yeah.
Nicole's my daughter's middle name. I like Nicole.
I was supposed to be a boy, so I was supposed to be Nicholas Jr., but I ended up being a girl, so they had to name me as close as they could.
That's pretty close.
Yeah.
Yep.
That's pretty close. Oh.
I could have been a junior.
Gary probably wouldn't have liked that too well.
Yeah, probably
But
not.
sometimes at our family reunions, it's a little difficult because they call my dad, who's Nicholas, they call him Nicky, and they call me Nikki also. So sometimes it gets a little confusing.
Well, Vanya's first name is Nicholas, and he never went by Nick or Nicholas until he got into high school. And he started going, everybody called him Nick. And then when he got into college, he was Nick, and his girlfriend calls him Nicholas. But around here, he's still Vanya. His name is Nicholas Ivan. So Vanya is the affectionate form of Ivan.
Oh, okay.
Because that was
I thought Nicholas was my son-in-law.
No, that's Sergey.
Oh, Sergey. Okay, yeah. All right,
Oh my
sorry.
God, you're getting them mixed up
Right.
already.
I'm so confused.
I had to get it right. Sorry.
And the affectionate form of Sergey is Serloja, but we haven't called him that since he was, like 4, 5. Because he didn't like that. He'd shake his head no. And Sasha is an Alexander.
I blame him.
And Sasha is the Russian affectionate form of Alexander.
Oh.
So that's the reason you hear a lot of, like in movies and things, you hear a lot of Russian guys named Sasha. Their real name is Alexander.
Huh. Good to know.
Because the babushkas, they call you what they want to call you. The grandma.
So, did everybody see the auction yesterday
No.
of Todd's? No?
I was on the road.
It was really good.
It was.
We watched it on the replay.
Todd always plays.
Very exciting.
Yeah, Marcel was yelling at the TV. When Todd refreshed it the last few seconds, Todd, what are you doing? Oh my God, no!
That was
my fault. That was my fault.
The first time he wouldn't refresh often enough,
I was trying to keep up with it.
It was funny.
So
They thought Todd was doing it.
The next time it'll be perfect.
It was good.
Yeah, that was great, and it was fun because Maggie. That was the first time Maggie had been on.
Yeah, I wasn't there the last time.
And that it was so much fun to get the whole reaction of everybody, and
yeah,
it was pretty cool.
I've missed both of them. Dang it! I'm gonna have to make sure I'm at the next one.
Thanks for letting me do that on your show. I don't like to do live on my own, so I have to depend on the generosity of others. So, thank you, Valerie.
It's
Valerie,
my pleasure.
Valerie, you need to create an intro video for your channel, and you need to go in there and cut one of these auctions out and say, we support we support our, our fellow resellers, and then throw that little cut in there where people are yelling.
I don't even know how to do that.
You should put that in the. You should put that clickbait in the title, though. Selling a $1,500 watch on the show or something.
I don't know. Yeah, Wednesday challenge.
Wednesday challenge selling a $1,500 watch.
Maybe I'll do that. I don't know how to do a whole lot of, that, and that's probably why we only have, I don't know. I think it's like 1,200 subscribers.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know how to do a lot of that stuff.
But
Me neither, Valerie.
We're a little group.
What you want me to? I'll tell you what. When I see my executive producer again, I'll get her to get in touch with you. Reach out to you and give you some pointers, because she keeps telling me you need to do this and you need to do that. Yes, boss.
I don't. I probably could figure it out, but who's got the time?
Yeah,
I really don't. I really don't have the time.
I had this video come up in my playlist or suggestions last night, and it was clickbait, because what was in the title never came up and it was a reseller. It never came up as a point in the video ever. So I was pissed about it. I started to leave hateful a message, but I thought, no, I'm above that.
At least have something in there that has something to do with what you put in the title.
Yeah.
Me and Valerie's growth can't get any more organic than it already is.
I know, yeah.
Me and Valerie believe in the slow boat to China.
Hey, you know what?
It's the most real.
I'd rather have that and have you be honest and kind and nice and helpful than have you wanting to grow your channel so fast that you're an asshole.
Yeah.
Sorry.
It's real that way. It's real. And
I'm sorry. Did you just call me an asshole?
No, not you. No, not you. Not you. Just, some of these.
But if the
panties, Tom, you asshole.
If your panties fit you, then yes, Tom.
Yeah, if you want to wear those panties, go ahead.
Little asshole.
Tom, if you ever need anybody to call you an asshole, we'll get lots of volunteers.
Oh, yeah. We're here for you, Tom.
Yep. We never hold back here.
We're here for anybody who wants to be called an asshole.
That's right.
We aim to please.
Come to the right place.
We're good friends to have. We'll tell you the truth.
That's right. You may not like it, but
yep. You suck and you're an asshole. We're here for you. We're here for you.
Todd's used to it.
I know. Second nature.
We just love each other so very much.
Yes, we do.
Yep. Now we got the little asshole panties.
and that's one thing I like about our channels is that, yeah, we're small channels. I mean, I only have 1,200 and some subs, and it took me a while to get there, but everybody who comes into my channel is my friend.
Mm-hmm.
I know just about pretty much each and every person that comes into my chat. I know them.
Mm-hmm.
Every once in a while I get a newbie in the chat, but I mean, for the most part, everybody's my friend. And everybody pretty much knows everybody, And I like that.
I do too. I don't have a channel. I don't do videos. So in most places where even if I would go into the chat, people would ignore me because I wasn't anybody.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
And you guys just.
Or if you wanted to ask a question, you'd have to send a super chat.
Yeah.
For them to recognize you or whatever.
Yeah,
they know you there.
Freaking selves. Sorry, I'm in a mood. I don't know why.
I've always said it. Don't forget, you didn't get there by yourself. You didn't get there by talking to that camera to yourself. Somebody got you there, and that's where they forget. It just don't ever forget that, and that's why I love this channel. I've stumbled upon y'all. I have fell in love with this channel that day, and I have not turned away from it. You know, and y'all are great people.
It was me, wasn't it, Kathy?
It was you. It's all you, Nikki.
I have to say, I love this channel too, but I didn't fall in love with it with my first impression. My first impression was Brandon. As soon as I turned it on, it was Brandon in his underwear. And then there was this lady sitting in her car or whatever. I'm like,
I know. I had to call Marcel from downstairs going, "You've got to see this guy. Come here."
Marcel said, "No, I can't believe
no." He goes, "What the hell are they effing doing?" I was like, "I don't know, but I like them."
People.
He goes, "Really, Kathy?" I'm like, "Yep, that's them."
I know. What's going on with this show?
And now I can't leave. It's just like, well, y'all gonna have to kill me off. I mean, it's just how it has to be.
Hey, Valerie, I am truly appreciative of you letting me piggyback my channel off yours by using your group and all that kind of stuff. I am very appreciative of that.
That's fine.
I don't
I encourage everyone, who's watching, who's in the chat, who's on the panel. I encourage you to do shows, do because you might have different content than I do, or you might touch on things that I don't, or the panel, the show or whatever. So that I think that's awesome. I think it's awesome that Kathy and Marcel are doing this other show, this their own channel, and it has nothing to do with reselling.
Right.
I like that.
But I mean,
I think you gotta spin off and do your thing, but it's hard to do that sometimes.
Well, I like Joanna's channel because back when she was putting up it seemed like the 40 acres of apples.
Yeah.
I was watching her canning videos, and because I find that interesting, and I do not have the patience for it, but I enjoyed watching her doing it.
Well, that's one thing I can say is Valerie. I mean, Valerie and Sally with this channel, they have helped a bunch of different, the smaller ones like us, not only with our reselling, but also with this other one. And I'm glad, and anybody that ever tries to take advantage of this group, God help them, because if you ever come on here and try to take advantage of this group, we will come after you with a vengeance. You don't do that, and that's why I said I never wanted to promote that other channel, because I mean, that was something separate. And I would never ever do anything like that. Just on my own.
Right.
And that's why I said, y'all have promoted that channel. Y'all didn't have to, and it could hurt y'all too. And we never wanted that, but y'all gonna make me cry now. It's a good thing I got my camera. Y'all, it made us feel really good and be there for the support that everybody has. So, so it's just one of those things. Is I'm happy to be part of this group, and anybody that tries to hurt this group, y'all better keep on a rolling. We coming in.
Look at the scam baiting community. I said I shouted out Michael Malloy that time, and like tons of people went over to his channel.
Oh yeah,
that's because this community just supports everybody. I'm like, hey, this guy needs some help. He needs some more subs. He's funny. He's fun to watch, and like tons of people went over there.
And this is a tough subject to build a big group off of, because must be 40,000 drone channels, and they've all got like 5,000 to 10,000 subscribers on them. Because I think I'm subscribed to half of them about now.
Oh God!
But some of them put them up, and it's just flying over like a big field and creeks and things like that, and they got nice music behind them, and it's really just kind of relaxing to watch the video and listen to it.
Sally, can you read the side chat?
Yeah.
ID.
Um,
All right, thanks.
I was typing that too.
On Facebook, and I didn't know who it was, so I'm like,
Yeah, he's on mine too.
okay.
He's a good guy.
Yeah,
I like
he
him.
I like seeing some of his decals he does
But you
too.
have to be careful sometimes.
Oh yeah.
Right. Right. Um, yeah. So and that's one reason. So just so y'all know, I think it's May. What is it? May 6th, I think it is. So Beth, 10 of Hearts. Actually, I don't know if I should say anything, but I'm going to say it anyway because I can. So May 6th, she asked me to come on a show with her.
Oh
Go
no!
live with her.
Oh, good.
I love Beth.
So I would. So this is something, and I know that there's a couple of people out there that already do it, and it's kind of becoming a thing. But I would really like to see somebody take the reins on this and do like interviews
Mhm.
of resellers.
Yeah.
I think that would be a great. I mean, I've seen, and you see it in different realms of, different community. I mean, it's still the reselling community, but different clicks or whatever.
Right.
But I just haven't seen anybody do that. And there's a lot of information out there to give to people, just about yourself, about your business, and I think that would be a good thing.
The problem is that in this community, though, there's so few people that will come on.
Well,
see, I think Deb would be good at that because when we're talking about whatever show I'm doing, she's always got all. She's like, okay, we can ask them this and we can ask them that. Or we can. She would be good for. I think would be really good for an interview type show.
Yeah.
What were you gonna say, Sally?
I was gonna say that I thought about doing that. That was like my idea, but it's too much for me right now.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna be able to. I wish that somebody else would though.
Yeah.
But it's just too much for me to do that and working and stuff. So
We talked about doing it one time, but we were worried because we're such a low channel. We don't have a lot of followers, and we don't think we'd get enough people that would want to come on to our channel.
I think you would get a lot.
You think?
I mean, I think you have to. You can't wait for people to come to you. I think you have to go out there and just search for, and even with the people that are in our on our channel or out, maybe not so. I think some people in the chat would do it. I don't think everybody would do it, but I think there's some people in the chat that would do it. I don't know. I think it's great. I think it's a great idea.
That was one thing I was hoping with List It or Ditch It was to get more people on talking about their stuff,
Yeah.
Oh yeah, that would
I mean, it ended up being, some of the same people all the time, which is fine. I mean, we have great stuff, but I'm just saying, I was hoping that it would open it up to a lot more people,
Well, I was camera shy back then.
Now he's not.
Yeah,
nope.
I was able to do it, but I didn't know if I wanted to be on camera and stuff. So
yeah.
So I was kind of new to all the YouTube crap.
Okay, so when I bring List It or Ditch It back, I guess Tom and Bridget will be my first guests.
We'll come in.
I'll do it.
I'll come on there.
Make sure it's on a day after, like a Tuesday after I went to a good auction on the weekend.
Trust me, I got enough stuff I can hold up and say listen or ditch it.
and I have to thank Sally.
Thank
you, Sally.
Welcome.
Because she's the one that invited me, the only person that ever invited me into a hangout, and it was an it was an offline one, which was good because she had to walk me through how to get everything set up and all that kind of stuff. And she's the one that invited me the first time. And after she did that, it was easier.
Yeah.
So she's a sweetheart.
She was first person. She's the first person that had me on too, and I think it was when Valerie went on vacation the first time.
Yeah.
And I came on with Sally, and I've been since. Yay! Thank you, Sally.
Welcome.
I got to harass her the first time.
Well, and that usually is a good precursor. Just coming on a not live,
Right.
and you kind of get used to it, and you say, well, this isn't bad. It's not so bad as I thought it would be. So
I've been asked to be on people's shows, quite a few people's shows, but because back then I only had the phone, and so I couldn't get on many people's shows. But Deb Pinching Pesos told me how to do it, and I told Valerie, and Valerie called me every morning to make sure I was on her show.
Yep.
And that's how you build friends.
Absolutely. Absolutely. And we've had people, kind of come and go, here and everything. But, everybody in the chat, everybody that's, in the group, I appreciate them.
I want to thank Alan Cash for Royal Majesty.
Well, we've been trying for about the last 2.5 years, and we ain't got her yet.
Yeah, I don't. Yeah,
you ain't gonna hurry. Yeah, you can forget that.
She's gonna have to break down and do it.
She kind of a stickler on that one.
I got her once, and it was an accident.
Yes.
It was an accident for her. She accidentally clicked on the button and got in and everything, and she's like, "Oh, I didn't mean to," but it was cool.
Yeah, Hank joins us in the hangout sometimes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And for my show, anybody's, anybody that I talk to on a regular basis is welcome to come into my show.
Oh my God, you're fine, Hank.
But,
anybody's always welcome on my show as long as they don't wreak havoc or anything. Anybody's.
Oh, I'll wreak havoc.
So you let me and Marcel on your show, Nikki.
I wreak enough of my own havoc.
and when I say, I've talked to them on a regular basis, or I somewhat know them. I just, like you said, I don't want people coming in there and causing problems.
Yeah.
Right.
Absolutely.
I remember that time, poor walking picker, Chris Carone. That time, him and Dwayne used to have that hangout where they would put the hangout link in the description, and anybody could come on for the drive-by, which was a really great idea. That drive-by show he had was a really great idea. Chris had it.
It was,
and it was a lot of fun, I thought. And but that time that guy came on and did the porn. Oh, I felt so bad for poor Chris, because he always tries to keep a clean cut channel, and stuff. And that guy came on and showed porn and stuff. Oh, he was so upset. I felt so bad for him, but yeah, it was such a great show idea, but people got to ruin it,
Oh
yeah, that really did. That really kind of just threw him over the edge, because he was so upset about that.
Yeah,
He doesn't do
so bad for him. It was funny. I mean, because nobody was offended. I mean, it wasn't his fault, so nobody held it against him, of course. But he was so upset by that. I felt so bad for him.
Yeah. Liz says, "How is Walking Picker? I haven't seen him in a long time."
I haven't talked to him in a long time.
Well, the last time that you talked to him, he was doing okay, right?
Yeah.
I mean, he had another girlfriend, and he was.
I don't think he still has her though.
He was doing okay. Well, that's good.
One way that you could kind of censor who you're having on in your show is by just doing you would have them go to a group, put them through in the group, and then they could get the link through the group.
Yeah.
I don't know if that's how they were doing it or not.
No,
No, they were
putting
putting
it
it right in the
directly in it.
description.
They would put it right in the. Well, they put it in the description or the chat.
I think
They were
both.
putting it in the description.
Oh.
Yeah.
That's
So like everybody and anybody could get in there.
So the trolls.
You know. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. So I mean, if I wanted to put that out there, I could put it in the chat, and then just I've done that a couple of times. Put it in the chat and then delete it after a few minutes or whatever. But
you've done it for
that's
me.
That's even kind of iffy on that too, because people are lurking and watching and
Okay,
rolling.
Let me have the floor. Let me have the talking stick for just a minute.
Okay.
Like you ever got rid of it, but go ahead.
All right.
Johanna Parrish says, still don't know how to go live from Hangouts. Laugh out loud, still going live by ourselves from YouTube. Johanna, Nikki has a video about how to do that. Go check it out.
Please don't say you don't know how to do it, because you will give Nikki a freaking heart attack.
I know.
I have a video about how to start a Google Hangout.
So,
maybe I'll do one. Maybe I'll do a how to start a Google Hangout video.
Are you kidding? Nikki will get in her truck because she loves to drive to New York, which will make some good video. Reseller throwdown.
Okay, so she said she's looked for it and she can't find it. So if you can find it, and put the link in the chat, that'd be great.
I got so much on my channel that it's hard to find anything, I think.
And also, if you guys ever want to put your Poshmark closet in here, or if you want to, I don't have a problem with that as long as you're not like advertising porn or whatever,
Well, Nikki
but
porn before.
Well, I know, but that was like,
How fair is that? We can't, but she can.
That's right. She's got the porn stick.
I'll go look for it, Joanna, and I'll find it. Just give me a minute. I'm gonna take my package out real quick.
Okay. Yeah, it's not really. It's not an old one. It's not an old one. It's actually
easy to find since she hasn't had very many things on lately.
Well,
shut up, Bridget.
Rain is coming back, or is here now. She should not have too much snow on the ground now. She should be able to get to her storage locker.
She can get to her storage unit now. She was there.
And I thought she was there just now.
Who?
You.
Were you?
Oh.
Were you not at your storage locker just now?
No.
The other day I was there.
Okay. Well, the camera shot looked like the corner of the door of a storage locker. That's when you were live a while ago.
Oh,
anyway, it's time for you to crank it back up.
I know.
Okay, Kathy got that for you.
Oh, did she? Thanks, Kathy.
There you go.
Too busy dashing and dondering and whatever the hell else she does. Dashing through the snow and
dashing through the rain.
She doesn't love us anymore.
Definitely.
You're welcome, Joanna.
I love doing this. I love doing hangouts. Oh, I love doing live hangouts. That is so much fun to me. But God, it's just where's the time? I love doing it though.
You got to make time for it.
I know.
Because sometimes there's days where I'm like, sometimes there's days that I'm just like, and I appreciate everybody here, but sometimes it's just like, oh my God, I can't fit everything into one day.
Yeah.
Right.
And it's hard sometimes, but the show is my priority. That's the reason why I get up in the morning. I'm up and around and getting moving, and that's.
I thought Nikki and I were the reason why you got up in the morning.
I thought I was the reason she got up in the morning.
Well, I'm glad y'all think that. But it's just in my my schedule, and that's just how it is.
Yep.
And sometimes on an odd day, I'll be sick or not feel very good and can't feel like I can do it. Yesterday I've been kind of having this feeling the last couple of challenges, but when I get off of the challenge after 8 hours, my ears are like completely numb
I bet.
from these headphones. I mean, it's just like I feel like they're still on even if they're off.
Yeah.
It's pretty crazy, but. And I want to apologize for that, getting off here early. I don't think it was, I think it was like 10 minutes before the challenge, 10 or 15 minutes. I don't know what happened, but, this computer has a mind of its own, so.
Most computers do.
I just, from what I saw, I just thought it was Kansas had used up its allotment of internet for the day.
That's probably true.
Our little town.
I don't know. I get this every so often. I'll get this. I guess it's the blue screen of death, and it says it said memory management. So I was like, I don't know how to fix it. I don't know what to do. So Deb sent me a link.
Oh my God.
And she said, go to this link and that'll show you how to fix it. Well, basically it told me that I needed to take my RAM out of the computer and put new RAM in. And I was like, no. I will not be doing that.
Your computer isn't that old.
No, it's not. It's not. It's probably
a year and a half.
I would say a year and a half to 2 years old.
No, you shouldn't have to do that for that age.
So,
I mean, in computer world, yeah, it's pretty old computer, but I mean,
not for what she uses it for.
No.
Well,
if she was a gamer or she was doing some heavy video editing and stuff,
yeah,
right,
she would need something with a lot more butt to it, but not for talking and doing her eBay listing and that kind of stuff. Because the lady that my girlfriend that I refer to, she all she does is pay bills, does her email, and she looks at Google some.
No.
And the last time I was over there, she says, "Tom, do I need to go get a new computer?" I'm like, "For what?" She says, "Well, they're faster and they've got more RAM and stuff like that." And I'm like, "If you want to knock yourself out, I'll set it up for you." But you can only read emails so fast, and YouTube videos are only going to feed to you so fast. So
well, Valerie, I've told you before, if you stay off all those porn sites,
I can't do it. I can't stop. I need intervention. I need a boyfriend.
Quit sending me all those damn dick pics. No.
Oh God.
I'm sure Kathy and Tom find them. Kathy and Tom find those in the storage units all the time. They can send you one.
I remember when I first got the internet, me and my sister.
Oh Lord, here we go.
We had a square disc, on a square floppy disk. We had the Dick Hall of Fame. Because I would go on the chat rooms and these guys would send me all their dick pics. And I would send them to myself. I'm like, look at what picture this guy sent me today, And I would send it to my sister. And oh God, we used to just laugh. Oh God, we laughed.
Nikki's been a loose cannon for quite a while now because it's been a while since we had floppy disks.
Well, it used to be we'd go on there just to see what people would do.
Yeah.
We used to have, and I'd go on like Microsoft Net Meeting, which was back then was the only way to do, video chat. And I used to go on there and, oh my God, it was hilarious. I mean, as soon as you'd get on there, they'd turn on their I never turned on my camera, but they didn't mind. And they would turn on their cameras and they would show you what, oh God, it was hilarious.
Oh my God. What was that, chat roulette?
Well, it was Microsoft Net Meeting. It was yeah.
No fail.
Now they have chat roulette.
I used to do IRC chat too. Oh my God, that was so funny. People.
Yo, hang on. This train is jumping the tracks.
Right.
Oh my gosh.
But whoa. This is a crazy conversation to be having. But back when I was part of, Sergey was a Boy Scout for a while. But when we were Cub Scout lead, I was a Cub Scout leader. I knew all the dads. And we were at a camp out, and all the boys were off doing whatever. And we were talking about different stuff, and cell phones came out. And one of the boys was like 16, 17 years old. His mom reached over. She needed to make a call because her phone went dead in the house. She went over and she saw a phone laying on the counter, and she's paying the damn bill for all of them. So she snatched it up, flipped it up, and called whoever she was calling, the telephone people. And while she was talking, a picture of his girlfriend popped up.
Mm.
And she had on panties, but that was it.
Oh, God.
So he said, Jim said he got home, and he said that was the longest night of his life because his wife was drilling that kid like there was no tomorrow.
Oh my gosh.
And we got on the conversation about, when we were all teenagers, because we're all about the same age, you had to really look for porn. You had to find the uncle that would share with you and stuff like that. Now all they got to do is sit down at a camera with their phones.
Oh, yeah.
And their computers, and they have access to everything.
Oh, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And he said, and my guy said, yeah, that's just not fair at all. And here are sweet Nikki.
Yep.
Oh, sweet Nikki. Oh, okay.
Sweet innocent Nikki.
Yeah.
She has a penis collection somewhere at her house.
We'll talk about sweet innocent Nikki on the hangout afterwards.
We used to. It was just so much fun. I mean, sometimes we'd have 4 or 5 people sitting around the computer, just laughing at what these people would do on camera. I mean, it was like, we had never seen anything like it before, And I mean, I'd be like, watch this, Gary. I can get this guy to do this, And he's like, no way. And I was like, watch. I don't know. It was just funny. I mean, God, people would just. I've thrown away all those discs, though, by the way.
Oh, yeah. Probably in the same box.
Oh, excuse you. Bless you.
Is that why you wanted to know if I had a remote 5.5-inch floppy?
Our technology has changed in so many ways the last few years.
Yeah.
And you appreciate it, but there's things that have changed that we will never get back, like hanging up on somebody. like how you used to hang up the phone, the landline, and you used to slam it down if you were mad, and and the other person that was on the line, they knew that you were mad because they could hear that phone slamming down. Now you just push a button, and you don't want to hurt your phone because it costs $1 million. Why are you trying to call me right now, Bridget?
Or that one time I was mad at my daughter and I was like, and I am gonna push the button vigorously with my phone with my finger too.
There, I slammed my phone down on you.
Yeah. It's just not the same.
Sorry.
Did you just hang up on me?
I slammed the phone down and hung up. Yes.
When I was 16, my mom and dad went someplace. They brought me back a T-shirt. Well, they brought back T-shirts for all of us, but mine said she brought me back two. One of them I could wear anywhere I wanted to. The other one said, "Candy is dandy, but sex won't rot your teeth." I need to wear that thing out of the house. That just looks like something you would wear.
Oh God.
But she said, "You better not go out of this house wearing that thing." So what did we do the first time we went camping? I brought out the shirt. And everybody
Like
thought it was amazing.
Bridget, it still didn't have the same effect. I didn't even hear you slam your phone down first.
Well, next time I call, make sure you hear it.
Okay.
And that's not me, whoever's phone is ringing.
Hank said, "You slam your phone now. You slam your phone now, you're gonna break it."
Yeah.
I have a protector and an OtterBox.
Yeah.
But you know, it doesn't give the same effect as it
No.
really doesn't.
Morning,
But you
Summer.
know, we've dealt with a lot of change, you know, over the past years.
Morning, Mr. Sadie.
Morning, Mr.
Yeah, now you gotta tell people. Now you gotta tell people I'm hanging up on you. Bye.
I'm mad at you and I'm gonna slam my phone down. You might not hear it, but I'm doing it.
Of course, now if you hang up on somebody and they get really mad at you, you can be like, "Oh, it must have disconnected."
Yeah, exactly.
I've done that to my husband the other night. My husband called me and I didn't want to answer. I declined it right away. And I called him back a little bit later or he called me back and he's like, "What the hell?" I was like, "Oh, sorry, I pushed the wrong button."
Yep.
Actually, I think I was on a hangout with you guys. We were talking about something I didn't want to miss.
Decline. Yeah, exactly.
Nikki, have y'all moved back to the house yet?
No, not yet.
They're selling it. They're moving to the city.
Yeah, like hell.
I can't flush the toilet yet.
I'm telling you, you just need to. Brandy's got that big old open space in the basement that would be perfect for your shop, your eBay business. You should just move in with her.
No.
Tell her
I'm
when
sure there's an app for that.
Tell her when she's married, then you'll move out.
I can't handle living this close to people. I like the country living.
Last few months.
I hate it. I hate it. Everybody's in your business. People are looking at you. I don't like it at all. I can go out in my house and nobody knows what I'm doing. Nobody cares. I can go out in my yard and burn shit. The other day my daughter's got this pile of limbs here and I was like, I'm going to go out and burn those. And they're like, "You can't burn them. We're in the city." Like, oh yeah, that's right.
Her and Gary can run around naked. Nobody will see them.
Yeah, because he does that a lot. That's true, though. I have gone out and run out to the clothesline before without clothes on.
Nick,
Crap, my underwear's out on the line. Well, I best go out and get them.
That doesn't surprise me at all.
we need to find out what satellite. We need to find out what government satellites orbiting the Earth over Nikki's house, and let's see. Back up and put.
You probably won't want to look at it because you never know what you're going to see.
That's just it.
Might see me squatting down in my field. Oh crap! I got too far away from the house. I gotta pee. That was one day. It wasn't too long after we moved out to the country. Well, it was probably maybe a couple of years after we moved in the country. Anyway, I was I was a place where there wasn't a bathroom. All of a sudden, I dropped my drawers and went. My daughter's like, "You have been living in the country way too long." I had to go. What am I supposed to do?
Well, my boys are city boys, and my youngest brother they live out in the country, and his son is most definitely a country boy.
Mm-hmm.
And so, Vanya was he must have been about 5. He says, "I got to go in the house and go potty," and my nephew was like, "You got to poop," and he said, "No." He said, "Well, just go there behind the tree." Well, after that, it's like I look out in my backyard and somebody's being behind a tree. And I'm like, you can't do that in the city.
Yeah, I kind of got busted for that too because, well, not me, but my kids used to pee on the trees in the front yard all the time when they were little.
Mm.
And because my mom told them, just go out and pee in the front yard, if somebody was in the bathroom or something. And so they did that at school.
Whoops.
And they weren't cool.
Yeah, schools frown on that.
So yeah,
they kind of get out of shape about stuff like that.
I said you can't do that at school. You could do that at home, but you can't do it at school. And even now, like I have one bathroom, so if I'm in the bathroom and one of the guys got to pee, they go out in the yard and they go pee.
Yep.
Big deal.
My husband, he had to share the house with us 3 women. So yeah, he's used to having to go pee outside.
Yeah.
Especially in the morning.
Mm-hmm. They don't like to when it's too cold, but do what you gotta do.
I remember that one time, the first hunting season when we moved out to the country, and I fell asleep on the couch, and my husband shot a deer outside the front door. It was right across from my couch, and I hit the deck. I was like, I was completely in a complete sleeping state, sound asleep, and he shot that deer. And oh my God, I hit the deck. I thought we were under attack. I was like, oh, now we're those people. Couldn't believe it. I was like, oh my God. I thought we were under attack.
That's funny.
Mr. Sadie wants to know if Todd saw his comment on the chain he won.
Todd?
Yeah.
Todd?
Wow.
He's not there.
Hey, Mr. Toddles.
We talked about it this morning, Mr. Sadie.
Oh, Toddles.
Todrick. Oh, Todrick. There should be a bottle of Chablis 27, please.
Todd. Annoying.
He doesn't count as money.
Todd.
He's lost in his death pile.
My day. Somebody need to rescue him.
I'll just call him.
Call him.
It seems like all he sells is doll stuff and gold. I like to see what it's piled up on the guest bedrooms that he always bitching about.
He showed us before.
Yeah.
Hey, are y'all talking about me?
Oh, I was just calling you.
Shut up. I had an important call.
We are your important call, Todd.
Yeah.
That's nice.
You dick dog.
It's nice of you, Mr. Sadie.
What do you want?
Yes.
Mr. Sadie was wanting to know if you saw his message.
Valerie told me about it. You are weird, dude. Why are you giving away silver to just vagrant weirdo lady.
Mr. Say, don't listen to him. You are a sweetheart.
What was that?
I'm teasing. That was such a nice thing you did for Valerie, Mr. Sadie. You're a wonderful guy, and yeah, all that stuff because you're so sweet and cute and nice and friendly. And
did I just hear Todd call Mr. Sadie cute?
Yeah.
He's talking about Valerie.
He's been dealing with too many Dalcos lately.
That and no carb is going to his brain.
Yeah, that's where I'm at. No carb.
So, Todd,
withdrawal.
What did Gwen have to say about your watch sale yesterday?
She made the reservations. What do you think? What she said?
Well, she made plane reservations.
Good for her.
So,
down, guys.
On her way to Baltimore sometime this summer.
Woohoo!
Awesome.
Why?
You're not gonna drive?
Right? We want to see Poe's stuff.
Oh, okay.
And we want to see, and then we're going to drive around, get a rental car, and go here and there, wherever. I don't know. We're going to a bunch of the stuff in the east, northeast. Hopefully, all the people will leave the northeast and go somewhere else while we're there, because the people over there in the northeast are weird.
Not too weird. You hang out with them all day.
Especially around New York and Philadelphia, and yeah. Cindy's in Baltimore. Well, she'll meet us at the airport with a martini.
Get him, Carol.
Morning, Carol.
Hey, Carol.
Yes. Thank you very much, Mr. Sadie. I appreciate that. That was very sweet of you.
That was very nice.
Sweetheart.
Now I got to find more expensive watches. I'm out.
I'll be right back.
Yeah, you need to keep a good supply of them suckers around.
Mm-hmm.
Hi, Carol. Hi, Cindy.
Yeah, but back to my death pile. You wouldn't believe, Tom.
In my mind, all I can see on one bed is a pile of Cabbage Patch Kid clothes, and on the other one is just a pile of gold watches and jewelry and silver stuff.
I have like a 24 by 24 by 24 box filled with ball caps. I still have a ton of military surplus stuff to get worked through. I've got, oh gosh.
Didn't you put that out in your yard sale stuff?
Yeah, but I've got so much of some of the items that I didn't sell all of it. So,
did you sell all your stuff you got from the prison?
No, I still pretty much have all those great big printers. But I made good money on that prison stuff. I sold that vinyl cutting machine. I sold the laminator. I made money off that prison auction.
Good. Sounds like you made some money off of that bum watch collection you bought too.
Yeah.
Well, Mr. Sadie, Mr. Todrick, nobody deserves it more than you do.
Absolutely.
Do I? Well,
the cross you've had to bear.
Well, that's the thing. You sold a lot of that. What do you call it? That surplus Army stuff. You sold a lot of that on Facebook Marketplace.
Yeah.
Do you still have all that listed up there?
Some of it.
Yeah.
But yeah, I still have like 25 John Deere fuel lines.
Mm-hmm.
and I have like 100 marine engine piston pins.
Wow.
Just random stuff. I still have one of those hatch covers that goes on the deck of a ship.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it's all specialty stuff that'll eventually sell, but it takes a while to find the right person.
Right.
I was hoping.
And all of that's listed, Todd?
Pretty much. I got. Yeah.
That didn't sound too confident there.
It's not listed. It can't sell.
I know.
That's the truth. But we know you know that.
Yeah.
Did you go out and celebrate last night?
Oh my God.
Take her out and buy her. Take Gwen out and buy her a dinner at the Waffle House. You know.
No.
You know, when we travel next week, I'm gonna say we have to stop at a frickin' Waffle House because Tom keeps talking about this damn shit.
Oh, I love Waffle House.
You never
I
eaten
wish
at a
we had
Waffle
one
House
up here.
before?
I've never eaten at a Waffle House before.
I just didn't think it was anything special. Sorry, Tom.
They're not.
They're
love
good when
Waffle
you're
House.
drunk. When you're drunk at 3 o'clock in the morning, it's good.
I don't think
They're just greasy spoons, and they're just
Yeah.
so good.
Yeah, that's the reason you see them on the interstate because they're open 24 hours a day.
Yeah.
They're open even on Christmas.
You can stop in there and get something to eat at 1 o'clock in the morning.
But if you like grits and stuff like that, it's good.
Valerie
Yeah.
says it's nasty, so I don't know if I want to stop.
It depends on where you
I love
stop
Waffle
at.
House.
You need to stop at least once.
Yeah.
I didn't think it was nasty, but I didn't think it was anything to go out of your way for.
No, it's
And
not.
I've never gone to one drunk, so there you go.
Yeah, if you're drunk or you're hungover, it's the best place to go get your greasy stuff on and get that stuff going.
If you just need a plate of waffles or pancakes or some bacon and eggs, that's a good place.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Not all of them are nasty though. I mean, it just depends. But I think the highway ones are nastier than the ones that are in town. Because we have some that are good here that are very clean. So I mean, I think it just all depends.
Ew.
Yeah.
Ew.
What?
Okay, never mind. I'm not going.
What?
Why?
I know.
Valerie
What
said,
happened?
if you want roaches and grease, then stop.
Not all of them are dirty like that. That's what
No.
I'm saying. Not all of them are like that.
No.
It depends on where. Like I said, the truck stop ones, they're off the interstate. Yes, they're probably nasty because they don't take care of them. But the ones that are like in town, and they're really good. I mean, they have people that come in and inspect them. They have look at their grade cards when you walk in there. You'll see it. But not all of them are bad. Maybe in Texas they are, but not where I live at.
We have one not too far from our house. They have a 98 rating.
Yeah, the highway ones.
Which is good for a restaurant.
Yeah.
Because the manager in there, she runs a tight ship. She'll put your ass on the damn road from what I hear. She won't. She says if she's afraid to eat there, then she's not doing her job.
Right.
Oh.
Now we went scuba diving in Crystal River, Florida, and on our way back we stopped at a Waffle House. It was about 2 o'clock in the morning. And the fry cook and one of the waitresses got into a fight. I'm not talking about a verbal fight. I'm talking about she pulled back and laid him upside the head with her fist, and he smacked her with that big old spatula she had.
What the heck?
And so the manager came over to us and said, "Dinner's on me. Y'all have a great night." And our breakfast on me. Have a great night. In other words, get the hell out. Which we had already finished eating, and we were really waiting for our tickets to come out. So we got out there because we've got 3 of the big vans pulling trailers with all the scuba equipment on it. And we sat out in the parking lot for a few minutes waiting for the popo to get there to see what happened. They brought that waitress out of there in handcuffs behind her back, kicking and screaming, "I'm going to get you."
Damn.
That is some good damn entertainment there in the South. You can't beat
Yeah.
Good Lord.
Oh, Lord.
I think if you worry about you're not gonna have every restaurant's not gonna be the greatest. I mean, it's just
I don't like.
No.
I don't
you'd
like.
never go out to eat.
Yeah.
Joanna Parrish said, Valerie, I don't like Cracker Barrel usually either.
Me either.
Oh, I'm sorry.
I
Oh,
can't stand
don't say that. Don't say that. I love the barrel.
I can't stand them.
I'm old.
I've never been to a Cracker Barrel.
Ours are good. I like ours here.
Nope, I don't like them.
Yep. Where do you eat at Cracker Barrel at? Y'all have one there?
Me?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, we have quite a few of them here.
Well, that's what's wrong. Yeah, they're in the north. Y'all should be down here in the south. Don't eat up there in the north Cracker Barrel. That ain't real north southern food. Come down here. You need southern people to cook it for you.
Kathy,
What?
you
I'm
can't have
going to Tom's house. I'm going to have some good southern
damn
cooking at
Yankees
Tom's
trying
house.
to cook that kind of food. That just ain't working.
Tom, I'm
Yankee-
shopping at your house Wednesday morning. You better have some good southern food cooked.
That's
Well,
right.
Say it, baby, but I won't be here.
Where will you be?
I will be in Columbia, South Carolina.
What?
Yeah, I got to run down there and dig through some storage units a friend of mine bought.
Well, I'll meet you in Columbia. You
Ooh.
need to take me out to a nice southern food.
I know, right?
She's gonna go look for you.
Now, if they have, if it's opened up when you get down there, there's a restaurant called Mammy's Mammy's Pantry
Mm.
down at the beach, and they have good breakfast. Good breakfast. Yeah, this guy I know down in Columbia, he buys storage units by the like 5 and 6 at a time, and I'm talking about like the 10 by 20s full to the rafters.
No,
But he also has 3 guys in a truck on retainer, so they come in and load everything up and just take it to his warehouse.
That's cool.
And he's been kind of tied up, and he said he's kind of getting behind. So he said if I want to come down there and look through some stuff, I could. He said, Mom will be here. His mom is the lady I've mentioned before that likes to sit there and she'll go through boxes and boxes of paperwork. She's looking for like gift cards and cash and bearer bonds and stuff like that. No, Dave's like, no, she's not. Don't listen to that shit. She's just nosy as hell, and she just wants to look through everybody's business.
That too.
She's like 90 years old, and she will sit there all day long. One of the boys that works in the warehouse, he's got another business too that shares the warehouse. So he sells bolts and screws and things like that. One of the boys in the warehouse will just keep bringing her over another box of stuff, and they've got those. Y'all probably seen them, the warehouse like conveyor belts they're not motorized, but they've got little rollers on it, so you can just like roll a box real easy. Well, they just keep stacking her up boxes up on that. She just sits there drinking her tea and digging through people's paperwork. She found $30,000 worth of bearer bonds one time.
Wow.
And if you don't know what a bearer bond is, a bearer bond has nobody's name on it.
Oh.
Whoever possesses it can take it in, and they're the owner of it.
See?
And cash it in or whatnot.
Sometimes being nosy ain't a bad thing.
Yeah. Yeah. He was like, oh, Mom, I'm going to buy you a new car. She's like, I don't want a new car. My 1978 Cadillac's just fine. Just give me some cash.
Nope.
He thought he was going to have to find him another helper there because she started getting the Villages propaganda in the mail. You know, that big old folks place down in Florida.
Mm-hmm.
That's where Bridget will end up living at because it's only 30 minutes away from. It's only 30 minutes away from Disney.
Bridget probably wouldn't be able to afford that.
Oh, you will. Get off that damn money. You're like Maggie.
What?
Maggie's like, what the hell? I ain't even said nothing.
How did I get dropped?
Back off, Maggie.
You and Maggie, y'all will hoard those pennies until old Abe is black and blue. Y'all squeaking so much.
Wow, Maggie, I didn't know we were so rich.
No, me neither.
Right? She didn't even know it either.
Oh, Maggie.
Thanks for letting us know.
No, right? Now, can you tell where the money's located?
Yeah.
Direct me to the location of this money.
Well, you know how copper wire was created, don't you? 2 lawyers fighting over a penny.
Oh God.
Oh my gosh.
I can't deal with you right now, Tom. Yeah, better put you away.
Well, I'm getting ready to go. I got to go get my boys and get them home and get them suited up. And
All right. How many did you get listed today?
me,
Mhm.
I listed 4 things this morning,
Good job.
and that was
Good
between
job.
4 and 6 this morning.
Okay, good. Good.
Good
Yeah, I'm gonna
job.
be asking you this every day, you know, right?
Huh?
I'm asking you every day.
Rich
Ha
is our accountability expert.
ha.
Well, that's fine. I need motivation. I worked a lot on getting that box of crap ready to go to Amazon.
Yeah, that takes time, especially if you're using the Amazon app. I can imagine. But yeah, it takes time.
I want to give it a try. I used to sell things through Amazon, mostly books and a few odds and ends, but mostly books a long time ago. And then they canceled my account because I wasn't using it.
Mm-hmm.
So anything that I was ungated for, or because of grandfathered in because the account was so old,
you're not.
Of course, that's not there anymore.
I had a $300 day on Amazon yesterday.
Oh wow!
I think that's
awesome.
I think that's the most I've ever had on Amazon.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
Anything particular you were selling? I mean,
all my boat stuff was landing yesterday.
Boat stuff.
A lot of boat stuff was landing yesterday.
Do you send a lot of those manuals in?
Yeah, pretty much all of them. Yeah.
I had a $130 day on Amazon yesterday with just 4 books.
Oh, you know, another thing I sold were these, the screw-in fuses, the old-fashioned ones.
Right.
I've had those on eBay since I went to that True Value auction, and they have not moved. Sent them on Amazon, and now they're selling. Like, I sell a lot of, I think it was 8 of them for $28.
Wow.
Yeah.
Were they packaged or are they individuals?
No, they're all packaged in 4. There's 4 in a pack.
Ooh, I have some of those.
Do you?
Yes, I do.
These are the Busman 25 amp. Yeah, 25 or something. But I have other ones in there too. But yeah, they'll sell because if people have old houses or whatever and they need them.
Yep.
Where's the first place people are going to usually look? I know where's the first place I look? I look on Amazon for stuff.
Yep.
Yeah.
I'll mention something to Roberta about, I'd like to have such and such, or we need to find such and such, or I need some shoes or whatnot. The first thing she does is go to Amazon.
Me too.
I mean, because it's delivered the next day.
Yep.
And that's one good thing about having all these Amazon warehouses, and the fact that they've got their own trucks now, because we've had our phones to go ding and look at it, and your item has been delivered from Amazon.
Mm-hmm.
And I'll go look out on the doorsteps, and there it is, because they
my Alexa will
just
tell me.
ordered it that morning.
Yep,
So
my Alexa will tell me it's here.
I didn't get that.
Sorry, I wasn't talking to you, sweetie. No, not you, Tom. Jeez.
Mute your phone. Mute your speaker. I thought you were talking to me.
No, I was talking to Alexa.
She is so nosy. She's like the nosiest bitch I know.
Yeah. Yeah.
Well, maybe not the nosiest.
I renamed ours to Placenta because nobody ever says that word.
I like it. I like it.
And I'm making a joke about it, but my friend's his science teacher, he has a young lady in his class, and her name is Placenta Rose.
Well, there you go.
And the first time he said, Edwards, Placenta Rose, she held up her hand here. And he looked, he just looked at to see who put the name with the thing. And she says, I will be changing that the day I turn 18.
Oh my gosh. That is crazy.
What are parents thinking, honestly?
They're not thinking their children will ever have a professional job.
I've seen kids named ESPN.
Did you say somebody named Placenta?
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
A friend of mine that's a teacher, his student, a former student's name was Placenta. Placenta Rose.
Huh?
Roberta, years ago, she worked for the research department at the hospital.
Oh my
and they would give
shut Nikki up.
they would give baby shots, and then they would, the next day they'd come back and they would measure how large, like a swollen area around the injection was.
Mm-hmm.
Right.
And she had a set of twins come through one, which all she did was the paperwork on it, the data managing on it. But it was a set of twin boys, Lamangelo and Orangelo. And if you looked at the word, looked at it spelled out, it was lemon jello and orange jello.
Oh my God. Oh my God.
How fun is that?
So, one of these young men grow up to be an attorney.
Right.
That's
they've been changed their name.
They'll go as some other name.
Yep.
Well, I got to go. I got to start getting guessied up.
Are you going to look like?
No.
What?
You couldn't say
Yes,
that.
Hank.
Hank would not be able. Hank would not be able to stand all that goodness if I came out here in a suit and tie.
Oh Lord!
I want to
boy.
see.
I look like I'm either getting ready to preach a funeral or I'm getting ready to start a filibuster.
Good morning, Glenn.
Morning, Glenn.
Yeah, Nevaeh.
Like I'm a senator from the great state of North Carolina.
He's such a mess.
Nevaeh is one that I've seen quite often. Heaven backwards. Yep.
Huh.
That's a hell of a lot better than placenta.
Well,
I think I'm gonna have a kid and name it afterbirth.
It's actually okay if you ignore what it is.
Right.
It's not a bad name, but it's the kind of what it represents is what makes it like, ugh.
Yeah.
Morning, swamp picker.
No, it's a bad name, no matter how you look at it.
Yeah.
Don't sugarcoat it, Tom. It's a bad name.
Yeah, it's a bad name.
This lady in a town I used to teach at had twins. Well, one boy, one girl, and she actually named them Ranton and Raven.
Oh, wow.
Oh my God.
Wow.
That's cool.
What was the first one?
Ranton and Raven.
Okay.
Hey,
Wow.
whatever blows your dress up.
Yeah.
Well, Gary went to school with these people with the last name of Rabbit, and yeah, their kids were all Bunny, Peter.
Oh God.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh.
Well, that's like I've mentioned before. My friend I went to high school with, her first name was Shandon. She married John Lear, so her name now is Chandelier.
Oh, gosh.
I had a friend who named her who married a guy named Stick, and her name is Candy.
Oh my God.
Yeah.
All right,
She was like, how am I going to marry this guy? My name's going to be Candy Stick. And I'm like, who cares as long as you love him, She's like, yeah, but my name is going to be Candy Stick.
Hope you find good stuff, Todd.
Headed to
Bye,
Rome.
Todd. Bye, Todd.
Bye.
He's headed to the rummage sale.
I said,
Dahlia
well,
said,
hyphenate your name. And she goes, no, he really wants me to use his name. I said, well, then Candy Stick it is.
Dahlia says, I work for social services and came across a little girl named Promiscuous.
Oh,
Yeah,
Huh.
I've heard that one before.
That's
wow.
crazy.
That
That, you know,
You
it happens.
there and not just the African American folk. The white folk can come up with some
Oh, yeah.
messed up names.
Yeah.
And all it's doing is going to cause the court system to be overloaded with name changes.
Yeah.
That's true.
Okay, I got to run. Just for the people who didn't know, I'm not going to be having a show tonight because I got to be at a wedding. I started to say at a funeral. At a wedding. So I'll be back next time.
Well, you be careful.
Yeah,
Yes, definitely. Have fun.
Have fun.
I'm not looking forward to it
No, still try.
Have fun anyway.
because it's after the wedding. We're going to have to get back in the car and head back. It's gonna be a lot of driving, but she's the only niece on my wife's on Roberta's side of the family, and it's her special day. They're having an Asian theme wedding.
A what theme?
An Asian theme.
Oh,
I thought you said an ape theme.
No,
Like what?
What?
An Asian theme. She's going to be wearing
Right.
a kimono,
Awesome.
a wedding kimono, because she's all into that Japanese.
That's still cool. I think that'd be kind of neat.
Oh, her father is one who does it. If there's more than a family gathering, there's too many damn people. She told him she was going to order him a shogun outfit from Japan. He didn't have to wear the headpiece, but you know how they have the big breastplates and things like that.
Yeah.
He was not amused by that at all. She said, "Okay, just a regular suit and tie will be fine." The bridesmaids are going to be wearing kimonos, and the flower girl is going to be wearing a kimono. The guys are just wearing regular tuxedos.
And can you take pictures so we can see this?
I want to see Tom.
Right?
I want to see how nice he looks.
You don't want to see my old big ass, even in a suit and tie. You see me enough. You see me enough on here.
Come on.
I know.
Well, we'll see what we can do. Maybe we'll get a family picture taken.
There you go.
That would be good. That way, Nikki can see what her future son-in-law will look like all dressed up.
Yeah, really.
That's right.
Ta, y'all have a great day.
Have
Bring me
fun.
some photos for the photo album.
Careful.
And Nikki will print it out on the fridge.
Yeah. Yeah, in a suit looks like he knows stuff.
I took my daughter to the Chinese restaurant yesterday, and her fortune cookie was something about what was it? Something about she was gonna find, or if she keeps looking, she'll find love right under her nose or something like that. And I was like, see? She's got to go to North Carolina.
Have fun, Carol.
It's already set up.
Yep.
It's already there.
She's like, shut up.
You know, she just wants to throw stuff at you. Shut up.
Oh my gosh. I took Kyla to a Chinese restaurant last year, and our Chinese waiter or Asian, I don't know what he was, but coming to our table like every 2 freaking seconds. It was Chris, himself, and Kyla. You need anything? And we're like, no, we're fine. I'll play. We'll tell you. Finally, he comes to the table. He looks at Kyla. Now, listen, her hair was freaking up in a messy bun, and it was all over the place. He goes, your hair's so pretty. Your hair's so pretty. And she just looks at me, and she's like, thank you. I mean, he kept coming to our table, and Chris goes, Kyla, he likes you. And so now every time he sees Kyla, he'll tell her, your hair is so pretty. I'm like, her hair was a freaking disaster. Oh, good, Carol. I'm glad I'm going for a walk.
I know. We're
No, I'm done.
come at the same time. I didn't get walking today, so we're good.
I think I need to
start walking again.
Get out there and start. Should be a pretty decent day today.
Hey, we start at Marcella comes in the bedroom. You ready? You ready to walk in? You gotta get prepared for Nikki's show. I'm like, okay, fine. I'll get up.
I'll get prepared next week. Preparation.
I maybe I need to save all my energy for Saturday, because I'm going to be working.
Oh yeah,
a whole lot on Saturday.
I'm excited to see what you get.
Yeah, that's gonna be fun.
Oh, Saturday, that big rummage sale.
Yeah, the community Fort Wide sale, Fort Leavenworth. I'm going to the big house.
That's gonna be a good one.
Beth said her son-in-law is Eddie Haskell. He says, you look so beautiful today. Yeah, right. You are beautiful, Beth.
Oh, sweet.
I love Beth. And that goes back to going to other people's channels that you don't know, because Valerie was on Alma's show.
Uh-huh.
What's her channel? My Thrifted Escape?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I would have never went over there if you weren't on there, because she's kind of a clothing seller. So I'm really not that big on watching clothing videos. And so I would have never went over there, and I would have never met her and Hickory Springs, Valerie Hickory Springs.
Mm-hmm.
I agree.
Or Beth. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
definitely.
that's what I mean, Beth. That's what I said when I said her. I meant Beth.
You just don't run across. I mean, I think it's good if you can, go on other channels and meet different people, and that's kind of the reason why I did it. Just to kind of, maybe meet people and maybe bring it. Not so much take them away from that YouTuber, but expose them to our channel too, and say, we've got a great channel over here too.
Yeah.
Well, I think there's a big the reseller community is huge on YouTube, but then there's all these different little circles, and
Right.
we don't, there's people I don't even know that are reseller on YouTube.
Right.
In their own little bubble, there's a bunch of different sections.
Well, like, look at me. I mean, I thought I knew all the resellers. I mean, I'm everywhere, but I mean, there's still resellers that I've never even met before, that I've never even seen before,
Well, slacking lately.
Yeah.
I mean, we don't even get the interesting links anymore that we used to get.
I know. What happened?
Working too hard.
Yeah.
You're going to need a vacation. I'll tell Gary that.
Yeah. I feel like she needs a vacation, my ass.
Like, whatever.
Work more.
I'm glad you're getting away, Bridget. I think that's a good thing.
Yeah, that'll be.
I need to get myself away from here.
Just to get refreshed. You know what I mean?
Take me away.
Yeah.
How's Gary doing, Nikki?
Good.
Good.
He's working for my nephew. He's enjoying himself.
Oh, good.
So, yeah.
Good.
He's
and
doing
you'll
good.
have lots of time to build your building this summer.
Not as crabby.
Yeah, that's true. Maybe you'll have some little bit of extra time where you can get your building up.
That'd be nice.
Get all your nephews over there and get it all put up in a day and ready to go, and that would be great. Well,
No, my husband or my nephews, they like it when I just pay them with lasagna. I can just make lasagna and they'll come over and work.
Bribe them a little bit and they'll do anything for you. That's good.
Yeah. I'll be like, you want to come over and do this? They'll be like, you making lasagna? I'm like, yep. They're like, we'll be there.
Nikki, if you want to watch a good, it's a new series, and it is called Black Summer.
Yeah.
Have you seen that?
It's
really good.
I don't think I've seen it.
It's a really good. It's kind of scary. For me, it was scary. So for you, it probably is nothing. But it's a zombie. It's a zombie show. So you probably would like it.
Yeah.
But it's on Netflix. So it was good. I binge watched the whole thing, the whole season already. So because I ran out of my one show that I was watching, so I had to go search for something else.
Oh my God! The other night I was looking for something to watch. I ended up watching the frickin' Duggars.
Oh
God! Oh God!
I was like, yeah, I gotta go find something else. Well, Hulu only had the first 3 episodes of the first season, and it's called Counting On, and it's about the Duggar kids as they're adults, getting married and having babies and stuff. And which it was kind of good. I mean, me and my kids used to watch the Duggars all the time.
Right.
But they only had the first 3 episodes, so it was like, well, now what? You know? I hate that about Hulu.
Yeah.
And it's not on Showbox. None of those shows, Little People, Big World, Little Couple, none of them are on Showbox.
No.
TLC must protect it.
Probably so. All right, I gotta get my shipping done and all that good jazz. So I guess
how many got going out?
I have 10 going out today.
Ooh, good.
That's good.
Good job, sis.
Thank you. I got 5 on eBay, 5 on Poshmark. So
good job.
That's awesome.
Trying to keep a constant, trying to keep up with it. Constant flow. So, but yeah, I got to get some listing on Poshmark. I got to get a few things on eBay or Etsy, and then I got to get my 20 on eBay. So I got a busy day.
Yeah.
So,
all right.
I'm going to be dashing today.
Ooh.
You are going to be dashing, huh?
I am.
Aha, that's good. Making that money.
Yeah. I only made like $65 yesterday, so I was like, I got to hit her hard today.
Yeah. All right, guys, I'm going to wrap it up, and I hope everybody has a great day. Get lots of stuff done and lots of sales, and we'll see you tomorrow.
Bye.
Bye, everybody.
Bye, guys.
Bye.
Have a good day.
Yeah,